I'm at Tori's Bake Shop waiting for my friend Maureen. I really want you to meet Maureen because she has an amazing money story to tell. I'm a personal finance expert, but I'm also a wife and a mother, and Maureen's story really struck a chord with me. Through her lows, she was able to change her life dramatically and become a super saver. I really admire her, and I think you're going to find her story inspirational. Hey Mo, how are you? So good to see you. Sit down.
This is such a cute spot.
I know, isn't it awesome? They've got great drinks. What do you want to have?
Oh, cafe mocha if they have it, I think.
I think they do. Take us back 2 years. What was life like for you back then?
Well, different than it is now. I was living in a big house that I owned with my significant other, big 4-bedroom house, beautiful home. We both had an income, so we were a double income family. We owned our own car, and we liked to entertain a lot, and we liked to eat out a lot. So we definitely were spending a lot 2 years ago.
Things changed very dramatically. Tell me about that.
In a period of about a year, the contract job that I was working on was not renewed, so I lost my job. My partner and I split, and so we sold the house. I moved into a rental situation, and my health started to fail, I think from the stress of all of those things happening in a very short period of time.
And you did what so many people do. You started relying on credit.
Sure did. I kept thinking that, I think my mindset was still where I had been living, and I was still living to those means. But because I wasn't working anymore, and because my health wasn't allowing me to work some of the contracts I wanted to work, money was going out, none was coming in. But I still wanted to live the way I had been living. So I started buying on credit, I started maxing out my line of credit, and I did something I promised myself I would never do, which is I started dipping into my RSPs.
Now you made some changes in your life.
I did, I had to. I downsized to a studio, 1-room studio apartment that all the utilities were included, so I wasn't getting a surprise every month. I also got rid of some of the utilities that I didn't think I needed that were in it. Like cable, for instance, that I was paying a lot on per month and didn't really need to. I moved somewhere central, so I got rid of the car so I could take transit, so I got rid of all the expenses to do with the car as well. I stopped shopping big name brands and labels and started shopping locally and independently, saving money that way as well. And I also took up yoga for both body and mind to quiet all the stress that was happening there.
So a year ago, how much was life costing you?
Monthly, I would say $2,500 plus easily.
And how much is it costing you now?
$1,200 tops a month. The move and the hard choices have allowed me to take control. I've paid back my credit card, which was a big bill. I've almost paid back my line of credit. I started to put money back into my RSPs, and I'm not stressed about my finances anymore because I have control.
I think you're a super saver, but what makes you a super saver?
Just saving in the little things and taking control, not living outside of your means. It's as easy as that. Stop living outside your means and you will take control of your financial situation.
Maureen, the reason I love your story is you downsized when you had to. So many people would find that very difficult to do. You didn't let an emotional situation cripple your finances, and you are now in control of your finances on one income. That's incredible.
I actually did hit that financially crippling wall. I just didn't let it go any further than that. And I decided to pull up my bootstraps and to make a change. And I feel, because of that, better, lighter, and stronger than I've ever felt before.
Well, let's cheers to financial health.
Thank you. I feel as light as a feather.